I need you to look at me. Like, really, stop what you're doing, washing the dishes or whatever it is, working, and pay attention. Look at me in the face. Look right into my eyes, the eye holes that I've got right here. Look into them. Because I'm about to tell you something. This is the best Cyclops I've ever seen. Let's get into it. Well, it's another fabulous day because why? We've got another Mafex figure thanks to Vex. I think I forgot to thank him in the last video. So down in the comments, say, hey, thanks, Vex. Look at this guy, Cyclops, the old one-eye beam blaster boy, looking real good. I mean, I can tell because there's a big old window in the front of this box. And it's a comic version, as the other Mafex figures we've seen. There's gonna be some shiny stuff here, and it looks like it's all blue, so it's basically his whole body is shiny. Maybe they should have gone shiny yellow? Anyway, let's get into it. Back of the box, you got some great figure shots, and you got alternate heads. Look at that. This is classic Cyclops when he's having good times not fighting people. A little bit of red in there, we'll see. But that's it. Apparently that's the sound that makes when the eyeballs shoot blasts. Side of the box looking up, side of the box looking in a different direction. Let's open it. So here we are with our Cyclops and all these accessories. I love accessories and I love Optic Blast. They're a little short though, but overall, I think this is looking pretty fantastic. And it comes with a stand, and I go stand for stands. Not the first time I've made that joke. So what you get here is you get a standard little hooky claw thing to grab your little boy with. No, that's not right. And then you get this one, which is kind of like a Build-A-Fig thing, Build-A-Stand. There's a couple ways to go about it. So you can use this thing and then attach it here, and you've got like this kind of alternate claw, or you can put it on this, and now you got the Reach Around 4000, which is a great way to just grip them right in the nasties. And then you get a stand, and then you get this thing, which I never really understand how these are supposed to work. It's just like that. I guess. Whatever. Let's get into the accessories that are in this set. So by default, you get this optic visor. Visor, I guess is what you would call it. Not an optic visor. Yeah, visor. Already implies that it's for your eyeballs, so you don't need optic. It's got a hole in it because you'll plug in these effects so that you can do blasty doos, which then it looks like that, which is pretty sweet, and it's got a nice solid click. And then you get this, which is I guess in case you don't want this setup, it's like his casual head can have this. We'll find out. I don't know. And then you get this one, which looks pretty awesome. Honestly, this is great. This is a really nice effect going on. And I'm thinking with my brain that you can take these visors off so you can swap them. So you can have Angry Face Boy and that one. Is that true? Ooh, yeah, look at that. Well, that's not creepy at all. That's what a Cyclops actually should look like. So yes, you can take these visors off and swap them around on the different heads, which is pretty sweet. I like it. And then you get a left and a right of this hand, which is just, no, don't you dare. This is not because he loves Jean Grey. This is because he goes into the battlefield and goes, Zark. According to the box, that's how his sound is. And then you get a left and right of this hand, which is just a nice casual, hey, maybe I can hold something with it, but probably not. And by default, he's got punchy fists because you know Cyclops is gonna knock you right in the nards. The other head in the box is this one, which has got his everyday casual glasses on because he doesn't want to murder people on accident, only on purpose. But these don't come off, so I'm losing the understanding of why this one is in here, unless you just like, oh, it just goes around his neck. Because it's like, hey, I don't want to always wear them, but they need to be here? What'd they do in the box? Yes, just like on the back of the box. That's it. It's basically like having his hood down. So those are all those pieces. What's the other? Let's take a deeper look at this blast effect. So this is the skinny, kind of straightforward one. Looks pretty cool. I like the kind of gradient of the frosted look. And then this big wide beam, which is pretty sweet. I definitely would enjoy some really large versions of these, like extra long or just bigger overall, like just intense blast, because, it's Cyclops and he does that. Now let's get into the main event. Look at that. Now, the only issue I have with this guy so far is just that it kind of looks like his face is a little dirty because his nose and just underneath his visor is a little bit more of just like a plain white, or well, flesh tone, I guess. Like you're getting this kind of washed effect going on with his lips and his cheeks. So that's the part I like the least. However, if it's gonna go on my shelf, this is the kind of setup I would have anyway. So it's fine. It kind of looks like he's got a grill in. Back to the body of the boy's body, the man, the myth, the legend. Look at it, it's great. I'd like this a lot. This is such a really beautiful Cyclops. He's got all the articulation you could possibly want and all the detail. And what's nice about this, I think, especially in person, this is more of like a mattified shine to it, which is a bit different from the figures like Wolverine. And maybe that's just because it's a really deep blue, but as the lights are hitting it here for the camera, it's kind of highlights the shininess a little bit more than I think it actually has. Now, his strap, unlike some other brands we've seen, the strap is actually all one piece, but it's not connected to his body, so you can have flex in there, which is really cool. So it doesn't break the sculpt of this thing. And we'll look at the Marvel Legends one and compare it, of course. But they had a good solution as well, but a different approach. And then you got his belt. It's all great. I love this. It's such a beautiful looking figure. He's got articulation for days, folks. I cannot stress it enough. This is like, you know, a lot of imports. This is what you get, okay? You get the best in the biz for articulation. And so that he can do his little rat-tat-da-da-da. He's got toe articulation. Look at that. He's gonna kick you right in the chin. This is fantastic. And he's got quite the booty there. But this is great. Oh my gosh. So what kind of butterflies? He's got, oh yeah. This is gonna be such a blast. Get it? To pose. He's gonna be a blast to pose because he is he's just such a cool character. And you know, sometimes he gets the short end of the stick as far as like being the cool guy. Let's pop that head off. Let's put the cool one on there. Now that head did pop off like a little too easy. This one has a little bit better grip, which is great because this is the one I would use. And of course Cyclops, because sometimes he doesn't have to touch his visor and sometimes he does because somebody told me he's got some I don't know. some kind of thing going on, but yeah, that's the look you want. That is, hey Cyclops, do your thing, Sark. You know what Mafex needs to do? Finish this line. There's so many great characters we're missing. Beast, Jubilee, Rogue. Come on, these are like requirements. And then I need Mafex to make a big old Sentinel, something that's really in line with these things and comic book looking. Oh my God, I love it. Now let's take a look at our $25 boy and just look, okay, look. If you're in the US and you're buying from a United States-based company like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Nerdzoic, the top three, really, these things are gonna be like $100, okay? That's just how it is. So when I price these things, I price it based on how much it's gonna be for us in the United States to buy these things. Now, small percentage of US collectors know that you can buy these things through Japanese websites and import them. There are a bunch, so if you know some, comment down below and I'll try to have like a pinned comment here that just links off all the different websites. But you gotta tell me it because the links are probably gonna get tossed out by YouTube. So don't post a link unless you space the .com or something. Anyway. Just tell me the name of the site, I'll find the link, I'll put it in the main comments, and then that way people can save some money. Because what happens is, these figures are generally, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 bucks or something in Japan, and then it ends up being cheaper even after shipping, if you can do that. So do that, okay? Looking at our boy Cyclops from the new X-Men 97 wave from Marvel Legends Hasbro. He's got that dumb smirky face with the baby cheeks, and then he's got this shiny visor, which I did not like, and it doesn't match, but whatever. It's the smallest problem I have with this figure, and it's fine. It's a good figure. Now, the way they handled this strap thing was just to have it attached to the body, and then it's just like two separate pieces. You see how that happens? So that's pretty smart. He comes with this hand, he comes with the fists, he comes with a left fist. So you're getting everything you could really want. You get this kind of basic grippy or just cool stance hand, and then one visor shot. Visor for visors. Nothing to do with Jean Grey. And then you get this awesome angry face that, much like the Mafex one, comes with a blast and just plugs into that hole, which is super cool. So $25 versus $100 in the United States, okay? It's a no-brainer. I think a lot of people are just gonna be like, yeah, Marvel Legends all day. Especially if you want cartoon accurate. This is just, it's great because the new show's out. Great show, great figures to match the show. However, if you want to spend the extra money, and especially if you're gonna buy from a Japanese website, then this is it. This is it. There's no question about it. It comes with a stand, comes with extra stuff. It's incredible, it's beautiful, it poses, the proportions are really, really nice. This is the way to do it, folks. It's a no-brainer, okay? So like, if you can get this guy for $50 to $60, I know it's double the Marvel Legends, but this is like Gambit, where you buy this guy one time and you're done. You never need to do it again, unless you're like obsessed with Cyclops and you want to get like an older, like a variant of the costume or something like that. But good God, I love this thing so much. I'm still talking. Hopefully, I got enough poses to cover up me talking so much. Or just tell me to shut up in the comments, and then I'll delete it. That's rude. Anyway, click the top one there to watch another really awesome Mafex figure get reviewed, and then the bottom one, that's just whatever YouTube suggested to you. So watch one of them, please. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.